Welcome back to episode number 107 of the 3 Count Out podcast. Joining me this week, cool as a cucumber as always, Jackal and Mike. Boys, this week we have a lot to talk about. There are some changes going on in the NFL, some endings going on in college football, and I guess 2 weeks of WWE, so we'll see what happens there with Saturday night's main event and then Royal Rumble coming up next week.
At first, we got to thaw that one out. Got to put them over the heater.
Yeah.
Make sure we have a Jackal that can talk and not just shiver the whole time.
I saw what the Detroit Lions did, and that made me want to run out into the freezing Arctic temperatures right now. Remember, the National Suicide Hotline is 411. I repeat, it is 411. I hate football. My name's Jackal.
You never know. He might do okay.
That's a good message. 411. That's good. Good message.
411. Hold on.
I don't know. If we're gonna make the joke, we should at least put the right one in there.
Do you think if I activated it?
988, not 411. 988.
What's 411?
What's the 411? We're about to find out.
Hold on.
Watch as Jackal calls 411 live on stream. Oh boy.
I want to kill myself. Okay.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Don't worry, us doing this is still a lot more important than anything WWE has going on this week. So
hey, they have Saturday night's main event, so that's something.
Oh,
you know what's even worse is I remember we talked about it on podcast, and I was like, I think there's a Saturday night's main event coming up, and we looked it up, and you were like, oh, the next one's in February.
Yeah, so they just added this one in. They just added this one in. I could have sworn
I saw a thing, and then they was just like, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, main event.
Well,
we had 3 matches. If you don't like it, fuck.
Triple H listens to the podcast, so he heard your idea and he was like, oh yeah, I should put out another main event.
You tell me it's my fault now?
You fucked up.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Mike, like you said, right now there are 3 matches announced for Saturday night's main event. Only one of which I think will actually matter at all. Let's just get the 2 out of the way that I don't care about. First off, Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu
in a grudge match.
Listen, again, like I said last week, Jacob Fatu interrupts the cage match. He costs Cody Rhodes the championship. Drew McIntyre takes it and runs away. What's next for Jacob Fatu? Because it doesn't look like it's going after the WWE championship. It looks like it's going after Cody instead, even though Drew was the one that took Jacob out.
Well, that's just it. It's not Jacob going after Cody. It's Cody going after Jacob.
But why does Jacob even care? Why are we here?
Because Cody called him out. And, homie don't play that.
Right, yeah. He said, hey, yada mean, all gas, no brakes. I'll have you at Saturday night's main event.
You are way too white to fucking say that one. Holy shit, that was hurt.
Calm down. That's toxic masculinity.
Hey, Kit Wilson with the Maybe AI song.
You know what? I don't care. It's better than anything else Def Rebel has put out in the past 5 years.
It is. And I'm saying that as a musician that doesn't like that it's probably AI, but it is better than anything Def Rebel has ever put out.
I think this match is in a really weird spot because, in my personal opinion here, Mr. WWE, there shouldn't be a fucking Saturday night's main event a week before the Rumble.
No.
It should be like beginning of January because this whole thing seems like a moot fucking point because everybody's just looking forward to next fucking weekend regardless. And this match would be the perfect little bit of filler between the Women's Rumble, the inevitable title match that Drew's going to have, and the Men's Rumble. It's fucking perfect. Saturday, we gotta make sure NBC's taken care of. Oh wait, we're not with them anymore.
Hold on.
Just Peacock. Let's just make sure they're happy.
Why would we have a fatal 4-way for the number 1 contender on just a normal SmackDown, and we can do something extra
Mhm.
stupid, like a Saturday Night's Main
Mhm.
Event, and have it for that.
Yeah,
Three triple threats.
I was
to
gonna-
all leading
I was gonna
to a
save-
fatal four-way.
I was gonna save that fatal four-way for last because I think that's the only match that's actually gonna go anywhere off of Saturday Night's Main Event, because the fatal four-way is to determine the number one contendership for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Randy Orton versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest versus Saudi Arabia's favorite child, Sami Zayn.
Which I don't think it'll be Sammy winning this one,
No.
because we've already talked about how we think this is all going to lead up to WrestleMania next year being in Saudi Arabia and him winning then. So does he even win this Rumble? I don't know. But, I think maybe it might be one of the other ones. I don't think it'll be Trick. I don't think they throw him in that early.
Want to know what's the scariest thing, Mike? Is that he can do both. He can win this year's Rumble and also win at next year's WrestleMania. He can do both. It's very
That's
possible
true.
that he could do both. As far as this one goes,
Don't feed Orton and Drew back to us immediately, because that was essentially the only feud that Drew was able to have when he had the title back in 2020 regardless. I don't want that again. Trick's too fresh. Sammy's going to win the Rumble. Fucking feed him Damian Priest so he could just run him over. And the Saudi Prince is like,
How many times have we had Damian Priest versus Drew?
well, we haven't had it in Saudi Arabia, Mike. They like their big meaty men.
Oh, right.
Meat.
Silly me.
I listen. Okay, with that logic, then give him Trick, so Trick can have a title match immediately, and Drew can just continue on his feud that way. You know?
You're right. Obafemi comes out, interrupts the whole thing, and he wins it.
I prefer that. I prefer that.
Now let me float this out there. Sami Zayn wins, goes to Saudi Arabia to challenge Drew for the WWE Championship, loses, comes back next year for WrestleMania to win the WWE Championship that he lost the year before.
Is he still in the Rumble this year?
Of course.
I don't think he said yes or no.
Well, then
Oh, yeah,
again,
'cause- yeah, they
I
are.
think it
only
probably
had, what,
depends
like
on
four
what he's
people
doing on
declared.
Saturday. Yeah, it's like been
Yeah.
what, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, you were saying, are the two that have declared?
and Gunther, which
Oh,
Gunther,
Gunther? The Legend
before
Killer?
AJ challenged him, then he
Yeah.
said, I'll face you if you put your career on the line. So I
Now-
think they'll both be in the Rumble as well.
Is that AJ that match? Because I know they just set it up this week. Is that AJ retires from WWE, or is that like is it like AJ? Is it like just WWE, or is it like AJ's done? Is this Legend Killer Gunther, or do we get an AJ Styles TNA run before he goes out?
What I think happens, which this is just how it would make sense, if AJ is going to retire from WWE at some point this year, you have him beat Gunther via DQ or whatever in this match. That way it's 1-1 technically. They both win under shady circumstances, which leads to, of course, the third match at Mania. And then Gunther beats him, sends him on his way. And then we still have, rear ender Gunther, which is clearly what they're doing.
Check, please.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
yeah, you're good on that one.
I will say, if they're planning on teaming up with TNA still, TNA does need some fucking help after that first episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Do we want to take a minute to talk? Well, actually, hold on.
No,
let's
first-
talk
let
about the
Jackal
last
get his
match,
piece
and
out.
then we'll
Let Jackal
yeah,
get his piece out, then we'll talk about the last match.
So,
yeah, and then we'll do TNA after that real quick.
I think
Yeah.
with everything being said, the thing that seems the safest to benefit everybody involved, I'll say Trick, even though I know it's not going to happen. And then the other one, fucking no, Fatu, like it matters.
Oh, what, facing Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're saying something about how Gunther and AJ are the other filler match in between the two Rumbles, but Gunther's still going to be in the Rumble, and it's fucking.
We don't
Well, they
know.
always do that, though.
Yeah.
There's always people in matches that go also into the Rumble.
Yeah, they come out all taped
Usually
up,
I think my brain's frozen
Mhm.
still.
Well, you can unfreeze
But there's one more
your
match
brain.
Saturday night.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
You can unfreeze your brain with this one because this is, let me tell you, WWE's booking some heaters, and there is nothing stronger. I can't lie. There's nothing worse than the WWE Women's Tag Team division. So we are going to have Rio, which is the official name of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, versus
Yeah, because it's both their names.
yeah, and they're going up against the only other women's tag team in the WWE, the Judgment Day, which in this case is Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez.
Hey, there's 2 more teams.
No,
Yes, question?
that Motor City Machine Guns, they're on the men's division, Jackal.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's this. That's this.
They also haven't
Yeah.
been on SmackDown in like a fucking
That's
month.
because they're at Grind Time Wrestling Academy helping out friend of the program, Tommy Vendetta, train the newest up and coming class, baby. That's what they're doing.
Ooh.
Okay, that's actually good. Hey, breaking.
It like something happened between Charlotte and Alexa. I thought they were still the.
No, they're still a team.
They're there.
Kyrie and Oscar are still
They're
a
not
team.
friends.
Oh,
They're just and Nia and
Nia and Lash. Okay, I'm sorry.
Lash.
I'm sorry.
Lash Legend.
So they have
They're also a team. So there's
6
5.
women's tag teams for their division.
oh.
A whole division.
And, but we're focusing on these 2 for Saturday night's main event, and then
Well, because it's
after
Rhea
that,
Ripley.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna push anything with Rhea Ripley. Of course.
Very true. And her and Io did also declare for the women's Rumble. So after Saturday night's main event, they're going to go on to also be the Rumble.
That's going to be the quietest hour and a half of wrestling I will have ever watched in my entire life. That's going to be silent in that Mr. Beast put together fucking Lego brick stadium. Anyways, as
They're
far
still
as
building
Saturday
it.
goes,
Did you know that in Saudi Arabia, the bid to have the Royal Rumble includes building the stadium from the ground up?
Oh, that's why the tickets are so cheap. Oh, everybody is like, oh my god, it's so affordable to get to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, because you're fucking sitting on hopes and dreams, praying to fucking God that the stadium's not going to collapse beneath you.
It
So,
literally looks
I do
like
love-
bleachers.
In the year of 2026, we have
Oh,
Saudi Arabia barely finishing the stadium in time for the Rumble, and we have Italy barely finishing the pool in time for the Olympics. Numbers are going, we're going to be where?
Just,
okay.
we'll find a river somewhere. You can swim there.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to swim in that. It's dirty.
Community pool.
For the fucking match, I'll just say Rio just to make sure I don't lose any more brain cells thinking about this. But I just to kind of circle around back to the Saudi point. Can I just say how at first I hated the deal. At first I hated the Indianapolis deal that they got. But now with the way at the traveling that WWE has done over the past couple of months, the fact that Indy still has a guaranteed SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Mania guaranteed, signed, and paid for, that just makes me feel safe knowing that I got a couple more events I can go to at one point in my life, whenever the fuck that happens. So
we still got a few you can hold on
that's
to.
fine.
Yeah. Saudi Rumble, all I'm going to say is I'm not surprised that we're like 2 weeks out and we basically right now know like 5 total people in each Rumble. I'm not surprised because I feel like most of this is going to be decided when they get to Saudi Arabia like next week. And the Prince of Saudi Arabia is like, is Undertaker here? Can he put on some boots? And they're like, you know what? Yeah, give Taker a spot. Yeah, like that's the bullshit that's getting decided.
It's going to be real cookie cutter where it's well, besides for we know probably some of the unfortunate cameos that are going to happen. We talked about that before, but I think we're going to get all of the members of the Vision, of Los Americanos, Otis and Tozawa. They're going to be eliminated in about 2 seconds. We're going to have Penta, Dragon Lee, Gunther. We're going to have
the early return.
both Usos. No, he's going to be sitting at catering.
So you're saying
Yeah.
almost got taken out behind the shed for Mr. Beast? Awesome.
No, I guarantee you,
No,
they're going to be like,
he was at Beast
here,
World.
and they're going to be like, cool.
He's almost was in Mr. Beast World with Randy Orton.
Fucking work.
They put clips out of him not being able to ride roller coasters because he's too tall.
Big.
Yeah, but he'll probably be in the Rumble because he's in Saudi, I'd assume.
Let's hope so.
He kicked ass.
It'd be a weird place to bring him back. Hopefully that means we get storylines with him and stuff too, and not just like us in the Rumble. Okay, bye.
Yep, because that's the way it's been for the past 2 years.
Well, we do know
what's gonna happen.
Jey Uso's in it because he did take 15 minutes.
Yep.
To come out, do his entrance with a bunch of kids, and say, "There for the Rumble, Us," and then he left.
I'm calling this spot. I'm calling this spot right now.
He's gonna run it
There's
back.
going to I'm gonna get even more specific than that.
Oh no.
There's gonna be a point where Jey Uso comes down. It's gonna be maybe like a top heel in the ring, you know, like somebody who's like you really got to work to get him out, right? Like Jey Uso comes down, big elimination right off the bat, right off the yeet, big elimination. He looks around in the ring, nobody but baby faces, run it back. And then they're just going to keep running it back for like the next 5 minutes until the next entrant comes out. And Jackal left.
See, I was thinking it was going to be even worse. I was thinking it was going to be he gets an elimination, and then all the people that were doing cameos, he does it with that.
Oh,
So
yeah,
get,
you
like,
got to eat with Mr. Beast. You're so right.
It's Mr. Beast.
I came back into that.
I show speed. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna suck. This Rumble's gonna suck, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the fucking gimmick battle royale. I don't want this.
I'd rather we get another WLC.
Yeah, I'd rather have that. Listen, Jackal's leaving the call because I can't. All right, I'm the one recording. Otherwise, I'd be out of here too. This is bullshit. I don't want the fucking YouTuber cameos. I don't want the fucking Middle Eastern celebrities that I don't know. I don't want this. At least when it's like an American celebrity that they're putting in, it's like the fucking Rock, and it's like, yeah, no shit, everybody knows who he is. I don't fucking know any Middle Eastern celebrities, so I'm not even gonna try to make a name up off the top of my head.
Good thing Fire
Yeah,
Guy.
you'll end up offending somebody's
thank God
dad.
Kev isn't here.
Good thing Fire Guy gets
Thank God.
Holy
Yeah.
wow, because that bit would open the whole can of worms.
I already
There would have been a lot of censoring.
Oh yeah, I'd be cutting a lot out. I already don't give a fuck about this year's Rumble. If Sami Zayn does not win this #1 contendership at Saturday night's main event, then I assume he will be in the Rumble. And as I've been saying for like literally a year since they announced this, Sami Zayn will win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. It's as simple as that. If he's in the Rumble, he's going to win it. And you know what? WWE doesn't really have to care what we think or what we want, because they've decided that their new #2 is TNA on AMC, and they've had the most lackluster debut ever.
Yeah,
Not
it was like just watching that, man. It was a
It's
tough
TNA.
watch. And I
At
mean,
least
there were
it's
a
on
couple,
TV.
like Kaz versus Mike Santana was good. It was a good match. It ended well. I mean, of course, they went for the big title change on their first show. Okay. But then, like, at the pay-per-view at Genesis, they still have Stack, who's a part of NXT, still holding a TNA belt. So it was like, okay, so you're still not standing on your own. You're still using NXT people to bolster your roster, and it's in the form of X. Okay. Like, and Eric Young is what, 40 something? He's still busting out fantastic pile drivers. Probably should have won that match, but no, we're gonna give it to the NXT guy. Nick Nemeth was going to cash in. You almost called it, but
Yeah, I thought
then-
for sure.
then
I thought
Santana
for
laid him
sure.
out before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santana laid him out before he could, so got away with it. But yeah, even the pay-per-view was just kind of like, okay, could have been an episode of Impact.
Now, TNA pay-per-views are $40.
$39.99. $39.99.
$40.
Or you can spend, like I said, the low price of $160 a year and get them all for free.
That's not for free.
It's not for free. It's for
That's not for free.
$160
That's
a
for
year.
$160.
You're paying for every episode of Impact.
Oh.
They're on AMC. What do you mean I'm paying for episodes of Impact?
Oh.
I
I'm
get
saying if you didn't
AMC.
have cable.
Oh,
if you,
well.
if you didn't have
Me.
cable.
Oh, like me.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have cable
because
either.
you
I
can
just have
spend-
YouTube TV. Just on that.
I get
Same
it for
thing.
free. Well, I got a wedding to pay for. I probably can't afford $160 right now.
No, not just to watch Impact.
Yeah,
well,
not
pay-
worth it
the
either.
pay-per-views.
Not
Well,
worth
it's
it
just-
at all.
Hoping this is one of those like, hey, just started, we're climbing back up, something like that. Because TNA, when it's been on TV, well, I shouldn't say when it's been on TV, it's been good because no. 2005
That's to say.
2005 to like 2012 was pretty damn good, and then it kind of just went. So
when I was 7 to when I was 14. Oh, okay. Now
Yeah.
we're getting somewhere. All right. I think AMC unfortunately kind of jumped the gun a little bit because they saw all the upward trajectory that TNA was having, but the old whites in those executive boardrooms probably weren't watching the program to realize that they were getting these higher numbers because of the heavier WWE involvement. And with how network television works, I'm sure USA people don't exactly want to have their talents or their show being shown on entirely different channels. Or like, say, for example, maybe like you have this some sort of like, I don't know, not exactly a developmental program, but like a company in another country that you were maybe able to acquire, and then I don't know, to maybe cut corners and save some money in your multi-billion-dollar company. You maybe used, I don't know, say for example, I'm spitballing here, maybe some generative AI to make a commercial or something.
Hey, Jackal.
Help what?
There's no maybe about it. There's no maybe about it. Dominic Mysterio wearing an AEW title belt, and the title belt is the UFC belt because it's an octagon. So ChatGPT got it so wrong. They weren't even in the right sport. They were just so far off. Oh my God. And that's not the first time that WWE has used this generative AI bullshit either. They've used it. I know this especially because I'm the one that's making the thumbnails and stuff. When I'm pulling like promo stuff for Saturday night's main event, those posters are AI. If you zoom in on those faces, they do not look right. If you zoom in on Dominic Mysterio's face, barring the title belt being entirely wrong, it does not look right. This AI stuff is not
Mysterio.
Yeah. You could convince me that AI Dominic Mysterio is what he would look like if Rey Mysterio was actually his dad.
Oh. It's so sad to me because it's not speaking on WWE specifically. It's legitimately speaking about the entirety of the American economy right now. Like, every single motherfucking time Triple H comes out on any sort of post show, record gates, record doors, record pay-per-view sales, record ad revenue, record this, record that. We're literally making more money than we ever had at any point. We're making fuck you money at this point, but yet we're also still going to cut out some of our lowest paid people at this company making our posters, making these commercials. We're going to film with AI so that Nick Khan and our shareholders can make even more money on top of that. Go fuck yourself. Go write those mean tweets. Oh, come on. I thought you could do better than that.
And it's a new era.
Teasing. Teasing.
Oh my
Having a
god.
seizure. I'm having a seizure. Mike, I'm having a seizure.
I thought you were conducting an orchestra.
Oh my god, it sucks. It fucking sucks. We're staring down the barrel of Saudi Arabia Rumble.
But
Saudi Arabia.
yeah, so
Ugh.
circling back before we got off topic again, because that happens here. TNA definitely needs help. I think they need to go back to their other ring, their original ring. So it was apparently harder. Them
Bring
to
that
use, and they
octagon
need to go back. They need to go back to actually using the X Division for the X Division. They need to go back to just letting people swing for the fucking fences. They need to get rid of all of the fucking old people. I know they've kind of constantly had the veterans and the younger people, but here's the thing: back in the day, the veterans could fucking go. Where, no offense to some of the guys they have now, it's talent nobody cares about, or people that can't wrestle. What's the fucking point of having them there? It's not like you got peak Kurt Angle, okay? You have Nick Nemeth, the Hardys, Eddie Edwards. Oh, and Kurt Hawkins.
Boy, you don't want to watch
Yay.
Jeff Hardy limp his way up a ladder?
You know,
His,
the fact that their tag team title match
45-year-old
at
ass.
Genesis, their tag team at Genesis was the Hardys against the Righteous.
Ooh?
Guys that
You
have
don't
been on
know
the
the
indies
Righteous?
for about a
No.
Oh, Ring of Honor,
he doesn't watch
AEW.
indies.
I don't watch
That's
wrestling.
true. Yeah. They're like Ring of Honor. They've been on AEW. They're like
They were on
They're-
AEW like twice, yeah.
they're like Charles Manson, creepy cult people. They snap to the ring.
They would have been really good in the Wyatts, like,
Yes.
5 years ago when they first started the Wyatt stuff.
Like
when the Wyatt
backwoods.
Six
Okay.
when the Wyatt Six was being rumored, a lot of people did think that it was the Righteous, and WWE has had interest. They have had interest in the Righteous as well. So it's definitely a name
But-
that's out there. But
Yeah, they need to start like getting, because they had Leon Slater, who pretty much, even Will Ospreay was like, that guy is going to be bigger in this company than I am.
and then he went to SmackDown instead.
Well, apparently that was because of visa issues, so WWE quote unquote tossed them a bone and said, we'll have him on SmackDown, still get him on TV, still have your belt on TV. That way, people still see him, because he can't make it back over for Genesis.
Wouldn't
So
you
if
like
that's
try to
true-
figure that out like months ahead of time though? Like it just feels like TNA's issue is always just like mismanagement. Not like mismanagement of like not like a huge fuck up or anything, but it's always just like these tiny things where it's like nobody checked Leon Slater's visa before his big match at Genesis. Arguably probably the most talked about person in TNA right now. Joe Hendry's not there anymore. So it's like,
Oh no, Joe Hendry was there instead.
well, I mean, yeah, he was there instead because they were throwing him a bone, but like Leon Slater is a TNA star, right? Like
Yeah.
Leon Slater has had an amazing 2025. 2026, I don't know when his contract is up, but I would not be surprised if there was an actual bidding war for him when he's done. Because I know that he's been on AEW as well, and they have interest too. He's just one of those names that it's like, no one's fucking sitting here at TNA and going, let's make sure our stars are able to like travel to work. Let's do that, right? Like I understand they're so used to their pre-tapes and stuff, but like you can't do that now. You can't. This is live TV. You can't cut around this shit. This is a pay-per-view. You can't cut around this shit. Like you put expectations out there and then mismanagement fucks it up.
And then you get the weird thing of now that TNA. Oh, one last thing about TNA. Fandango is now officially retired from wrestling. I know you guys are terribly upset and heartbroken. Because Jackal, avid Fandango watcher, he Fandangos in his rooms when nobody else is around. But
That's what I call it.
then we get the TNA talent that go to AEW, the Rascals, and Trey Miguel, who is one of the 4 members. Everybody gets signed. He gets immediately released. And from the way it made it sound is, obviously if you're a good company, you vet people's histories. He must have said something shitty online at some point or something. I don't know. That's just kind of what like his broad generalized statement kind of was. Like everybody makes mistakes in their past. Sometimes it comes back. I've apologized for it. Everybody's moved on, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't
Nobody
know.
ever
I know
said
AEW's
nobody
being
said
real
exactly
close to
what
the
happened,
chest.
but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And I think
obvious
that's
that
because they
AEW
didn't
is
want
trying
to.
to do it on good terms.
Yeah,
like
I
they're trying
think they
to.
don't want to ruin his name so that they can quietly bring him back at some point because really, like the main three are Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, and Wes Lee. And then there's the fourth guy they brought in when Wes was in NXT. But, I'm sure they're going to bring him back at some point. But I think that's how you handle being polite to somebody. What?
To fix all of TNA's issues, you need to bring back the pinnacle of management. One of the best managers of TNA you've ever seen your entire life. TNA has never had more success at any given moment than it has when it was being controlled and ran by Hulk Hogan, baby.
That's it. I'm
What's
driving
he
to his
doing?
house. I'm going to kick his ass.
Okay.
There might. I can think of an issue with that. Are you wearing
What's he doing
pants,
nowadays?
Mike?
Yes. Pants. See? Pants.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. It went real quick, and I was like that.
Was that Mike Cock?
I mean, hey.
Not yet. That's
Hey,
for the
waist up,
1000th episode.
But I can think of a couple problems with that, Jackal. The first one being Hulk Hogan is dead.
Actually, you know what? Him back. He'll be better now than he was before.
You're right. It's not like he was really cutting some promos anyway. They probably could just weekend the Bernie's him.
Hard to be racist when you're dead.
Put that on a fucking shirt. There's a
First
three-count
piece
out
of merch,
right there.
baby. Hard to be racist when you're dead.
God damn,
Mike,
dude.
where's your quote list?
There's one.
That's one. Yeah. Saudi fears FTK. Sasha Christ. Hard to be racist when you're dead. 1, 2, 3 in order. Perfect.
No Dixie Carter ever again. No Eric Bischoff ever again. No fucking Hulk Hogan ever again. Luckily, he can't. And no Smashing Pumpkins lead singer.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
No Billy Corgan ever again.
No.
I think TNA just needs to figure out who the fuck they are, because they keep TNA keeps saying that they want to be the number 2 and they want to be the alternative. You don't have Tony Khan money. You're not gonna be a number 2, and even then, why is that the goal of your company, to be the second best?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like WWE said, hey, we won't go after you if you just let us use your stars. And we'll say the word. It feels, Jackal, you'll get this. It feels like when somebody puts when it's an insincere shout out on a stream or something, it's oh yeah, go over there, go. Yeah. And it's it's there's nothing to it. You're not actually helping them out by yes, their stars are getting on TV, but you're helping out the stars. You're not helping out TNA. So they're going to be a perpetual number 2, and you don't have Tony Khan money.
Oh, yeah. And, as someone who consumes a lot of his wrestling content nowadays through social media, I have seen negative TNA presence on social media. I've seen more content from fans at the most recent show showing the fucking hard cam side of how there was nobody over there, more than I've seen actual TNA content on someone who is pretty frequently deep into Wrestle Talk at this point. So what do I know about running a social media brand at this point? But hey, that's a story for a different podcast.
Yeah, summing it up over their first 2 days, being on a new channel and having a new era, it's underwhelming. It just The first episode was a lot of chit chat, which I get. You're trying to introduce people to your stars, but fuck, man, that's not the way to do it. It's your first episode on a TV station. Go out with a bang, right? Make a statement. Don't limp in quietly. Sit down, wave, and then take a soft exit. And then following it up with a lackluster ass pay-per-view where it's just kind of like, okay, it's done. Thanks, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, hopefully they improve. They do. They need to figure some shit out real quick. Otherwise, AMC is going to be like, wow, we fucking made a mistake. See ya.
What do you mean to tell me people were paying $1 to watch this shit like 2 years ago? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I can. Think
still worth $1 now. Not worth.
Well,
40.
it's worth $1 now. I don't know if it's worth the amount of dollars that motherfucking AMC paid for it. But
yeah. If they paid $1, great deal.
That's an even better deal. Mike, you said soft exit, and I can think a lot of other things that made very, very soft exits this weekend.
Not Bo Nix's ankle.
Nope, that was a very hard.
Hard snap.
That was a very
hard snap.
That snap. When Sean Taylor has to come out very shortly after the game going, yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Not really going to sugarcoat that one.
When the coach straight up says, yeah, it's not looking good for him. Oh, yikes.
Bro, it's after the game going, goes out for the year. The year being at most
like a week.
2 more games. So Broncos are probably going to be without a starting quarterback for the first couple of weeks of the season, but
they have Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, Stid. And if anyone, all right, show of hands. Raise your hand if you have experience having success in the playoffs with a backup quarterback. Well, that makes fucking one of us. All right.
I love Nick Foles' tweet earlier, too. That was great.
Yeah.
Denver, don't give up hope.
No.
Sincerely, living proof.
Just Denver, you can call it once. You can call it if you're going to win the game. You can call the Philly.
But hey, just in case you guys didn't see, they did hire a veteran quarterback that's been to the promised land.
Yeah.
Named
Jameis Winston.
a
Russell
guy
Wilson.
that is he's been on like 17 teams or whatever. Been cut by all of them.
Aaron Rodgers.
Danucci.
Up the fucking ciao, baby. Get the gabagool Italianos on the rise, baby.
Hey, in the XFL.
In the XFL.
Seattle
Think of how you're
Dragons.
starting that sentence.
Oh,
Hey.
yes.
He's the only guy that he has a running gag where he has a bottle of beer at an airport, like, when you get cut from your 7th team, when you get cut from your 8th team.
Is it a gag if it happens over and over and over again? Or is it just a sad reality?
He's made it funny.
That's funny.
It's true.
That's funny. He's still making a metric fuck ton more money than I am right now.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to you. But regardless, Denver is getting some backup because, for those that didn't see, Bo Nix was unfortunately taken out of the game in their head-to-head matchup in the first game of divisional game weekend, when they went 1-on-1 with the Buffalo Bills and ended up winning 33-30 in overtime. Put a pin in that real quick. Mike, what's making you wince?
I'm assuming, watching the championship game, and
recording this during
there was a slight face masking where the Indiana running back's whole head went.
Well, the refs aren't calling anything anyway during this entire game. Mendoza was bleeding. He got a helmet to the fucking chin, and they didn't call shit. Straight targeting. They didn't call anything.
Whoa.
The reporter has a white hand, and I don't know why.
That's probably because he's a white
glove?
man, Mike.
Oh, it's a woman.
Probably because she's a white
Are they
woman,
wearing
Mike.
gloves or are they just
There was
white?
paint on her hand.
Oh.
I don't know why. Anyways, we're getting off topic again.
Back
Bringing it
to the
We're
playoffs.
recording during the national championship. Again, our synonymous pick. I'm going to keep saying synonymous because it pissed off that one guy in the YouTube comment section. I saw that. Synonymous. I know it's fucking wrong, dickhead, but I'm going to keep saying it now. Our synonymous pick.
You could call it the synonym pick. Or
Ooh,
cinnamon pick.
pick.
I like cinnamon. Go for some cinnamon rolls.
Rolls.
This,
Oh, yeah.
as Mike is probably going to point out here in a second, this weekend was, if we all thought last year's divisional round was bad for quarterbacks, this year's divisional round so much fucking worse for QBs. And it started off with everybody's favorite golden child, everyone's favorite pony boy, Josh Allen, probably having the worst game of his fucking career.
Dude,
I don't know if defenses were just that fucking good this year, which don't get me wrong, they have been great. I don't know if they've been that good or if all the quarterbacks just fucking blew ass this weekend.
That's what I was
Holy
saying.
shit.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
go
was
the
saying in
second
the
one.
group chat. I didn't know if I was watching fucking 3D chess defense or if they were just that bad. Because it's like, god damn. It was.
Between three quarterbacks, 12 turnovers.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
insane.
Four of them came
Jesus.
from old Joshy boy. Everybody's
Oh.
favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that would make it 16 then. That's 16 amongst
that's
four
Oh,
quarterbacks.
yeah. Drake May's up there too.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Josh had
Not far
2
behind.
fumbles and 2 interceptions. That's 4 right there. I think the James Cook also fumbled one, so the Bills had 5 total turnovers. And the last time a fucking team had 5 turnovers in the fucking divisional round, I was drinking myself into a fucking coma on the podcast. We'll fucking get to that one here in a second. The podcast is still going. But yet again, the Bills absolutely have one of the better fucking seasons throughout the regular season in the NFL. And as soon as they get to the postseason, yet again, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4, not 5, but the 6th time in a row have lost in the postseason yet again. Buffalo, you paid Josh Allen $400
Hey, Sean McDermott.
million. They're not going to get rid of Josh Allen because they paid him
No.
buku fucking bucks. They paid him
You know who they need to get rid of?
the GM who gave Sean McDermott all of those players. But unfortunately, the man who
The
I
GM.
said was going
Are we going to go look for any help?
No.
No, we have nobody. We have no money. Josh
We have 3 wide receivers. Are we going to get any other ones?
just
Nope.
took our Scrooge McDuck bank size shape trough of money out of the
Hey.
facility. It's
Hey, remember, he turned down the $5 million extra they wanted to give him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
how
because Haley
generous.
Steinfeld said, "I want more shoes." It's like,
How
we're
much-
fine, honey.
How much is Josh Allen getting without, like, how much is he getting and then, like, add 5 mil? 5 mil's nothing to him. Nothing to him.
Exactly.
It's for Haley Steinfeld. I'm not joking.
She doesn't need it.
That's wife money going, I don't know, babe. Yo, you're bored. Here, go shopping. Throw it
That's just it. She doesn't need it. She's making more money than him, probably.
more money than he is.
She's making Marvel money.
Yeah. She got them big
He-
checks.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I said it last time Buffalo got eliminated in the playoffs. Something needed to change. Nothing changed this season. It happened again. Guess what? Something changed now. Is it going to change for the better or worse? We'll find out as Sean McDermott has now entered the really, really big coaching carousel this weekend as a couple spots are filling up, but even more.
Which he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Oh,
He'll be fine.
We'll find a spot.
He's the first coach, I think. I'm sorry, he's the second because one step down. He's the first coach that got let go that players were actually upset about. Because like the Steelers were devastated about Mike Tomlin, but he went, can't anymore. Did you see the motherfucker at his girls like cheerleading championship or whatever?
Yeah,
Chilling.
he's loving life. He's loving life. He's fine.
10 years younger.
Yeah.
Because he got a fucking full night's sleep for once.
And that's the thing. McDermott is white Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
100%. Winning season after winning season after win. McDermott doesn't lose, and he's a defensive-minded coach, except he just has a lot less melanin in his skin, you know? The difference between McDermott and Tomlin is that Tomlin got a fucking Super Bowl at one point.
He did have a legitimate all-star team when they won that Super Bowl too, though.
Yeah.
The whole team could have been in the Pro Bowl and everybody would have been like, all right.
Be that as it may, I still think that's the difference why Tomlin was tenured for as long as he was, whereas McDermott really got a much...
Well, and it's happened to a bunch of teams where get a coach that gets you the hill, right? A coach that gets you from just garbage to a winning elite team that people worry about facing, but you can't get them over that fucking hump. And Miami just scored a touchdown. But so you need somebody that knows how to win to just come in and be like, hey, that got us the championship. Okay, we're done. The problem is I think any coach you put in there right now is going to be like, cool, I have 3 wide receivers, 2 okay tight ends. What else? They're like, no, that's it, man. Are we going to get any more wide receivers? Nope. We have 2 young guys, one with an attitude problem. We have 2 old guys that don't know how to catch anymore. And we have a running back that fumbles the ball more than anybody else, besides for Drake May.
Wait. I think this used condom is from Josh. We might be able to get a player in about 25 years. I think we might be fine.
No, that's all right. Haley's already making that right now, remember? She's pregnant.
God, you're right. You said they're making like a weird spider baby or whatever.
Huh? What?
Is she Spider?
Haley
Because
Steinfeld was Spider-Gwen in the
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
Spider-Verse movies. There you go. There you go.
I was like,
Super
I
reflexes
legitimately was like,
and
wait,
able
how
to
did they
chuck
get
a
a
football.
spider baby? I thought you meant like it was gonna come out deformed with 8 legs,
8 legs.
crawling around.
Fucking terrifying.
I love you, Josh Allen.
It'd be a hell of a running back, though.
Yeah,
Dynamite
dude, down
running
low.
back.
You want to talk about dropping a pad? Can't get any lower if you're on the ground.
Oh my God. And then whenever that kid gets out of order, Josh's got to take off that belt and put belt to ass. Speaking of belt to ass, the next fucking game that we only get to spend 2 seconds talking about. Thank you. Seattle versus San Francisco. Here you go. Another Jackal rendition of that game. You've been a bad boy. You've been a bad boy, San Francisco. How dare you beat Philadelphia? This is what you get. How dare you? I don't know why Kurt Signetti is doing it again, but he is.
Thanks, Kurt. Don't you have a national championship to be coaching right now?
That dark magic they were using to keep Christian McCaffrey alive finally came back and bit that ass, man.
Oh yeah.
Because holy shit.
Oh yeah.
That team was getting taken out every 5 seconds. Good Lord.
The dark magic was clearly only there for them to be able to survive the trip to and from Philadelphia. And then they went, well, shit, we ain't got no more blood left. Oh, well, good season, fellas.
Well, because they ran out of people to sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
They got rid of George Kittle to beat Philly.
No more blood. There was no blood left. And well, they had Brock Purdy, but then I think old Mac 10, Mac Jones behind him wouldn't have been enough either because he was falling apart at the seams too.
Well, and Trent Williams came back, so they were like, well, now you need double the blood. Sorry.
The sniper trained up on the roof said, I got a shot on Zach Charbonnet right now. Will that work?
Sorry, hit him anyways.
Oops. Ooh, wow. What was it? Zach Charbonnet tore his quad? What was it?
Let me scroll back down.
Then
I can't remember what I sent.
Real sweet battleship joke afterwards when my hands were fucking frozen. I'm like,
yeah.
What's the best way I can say they're gonna be fine?
Well, just us out for playoffs.
He exits game with knee injury.
Oh, so it might.
Yeah, so he's getting surgery on his knee.
ACL or something.
Well, yeah, you said K9. Kevin said F5 because he doesn't know who Kenneth Walker is.
Per Adam Schefter, he has torn his ACL
ACL.
which I guess is
So he'll
in the
be out
knee area.
till-
Makes sense.
Yes. So he'll be out
He's
till
gonna be out till, like,
middle of the season.
Yeah. But again, they're going to be fine. Kenneth Walker's still. That's like David Montgomery going down for the Lions when Jameer.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker went fucking off
they'll be
that
fine.
game.
They're going to be fine.
3 tutties, 118 yards or whatever.
Um,
That's why you
That was
have
my man
competent
for
backups.
fantasy.
they move on to the NFC Championship game, whereas the following game on Sunday was what I found out this morning or last night was apparently Drake May going up against the Border Patrol. Apparently,
No, it's Drake.
Huh?
Drake May.
Yeah.
You got to say it right.
Drake May.
No.
It's all still the
Drake-
same. It's the same letters.
They're
Drake-
in quotation,
Drake
so you
May.
have to say
May.
it together.
Drake.
Drake.
May.
May.
No.
Nailed it. Perfect.
You're gonna get hunted down by people from Boston or something.
Rain's like,
Rain
fuck
is
was that?
rapidly approaching your
kid.
location.
hey, I see a car in your front yard. I know you're fucking home.
Rain is gonna
Made a
hunt you
fuck.
down.
Throw
You better
rock
be
through your
careful.
window.
Better be careful.
They're gonna be fine. I'm gonna make fun of New England as much as I damn well please because they've been in the shitter for 5 years after having 20 years of dominance. They were in the toilet for 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and now they're back. Get fucked, New England. You only had 5 years of actually feeling what it's like to be all 31 other fan bases in the NFL for 5 years, and now you're back in the fucking championship game already after having the easiest road to the playoffs ever. Playoff Justin Herbert, who hasn't won a single game, behind a non-existent O-line, a really damn good Houston defense, which I found out was called the Border Patrol. Love that. And CJ Stroud surrounded by tumbleweeds to now face a Broncos team in the AFC title game against Jared fucking Stidham or Ben DiNucci.
All right. If we're gonna talk about the Texans real quick, quarterback that throws interceptions in less than 2 quarters, and you go, a ride or die. You have Davis Mills, who went 3-0, looked better than CJ Stroud had all season on multiple games combined, and they went, nah.
I believe
Yeah,
in
but
him.
his name's not CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
He's not getting the
from
CJ
CJ
Stroud
Stroud's
money.
name isn't even
Ohio State.
CJ Stroud's name right now is JJ McCarthy.
Damn, comparing an Ohio State player to that's a fate worse
Damn.
than death.
Damn.
So, and this was the stat between Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, and Drake May. There were 16 turnovers in 2 days.
Oh.
Between interceptions and
In
fumbles.
the playoffs. In the playoffs. One of these teams is going to the Super Bowl.
Nuts.
These
Yeah.
can I just say these playoffs went from like really exciting. It's like, man, the Chiefs aren't in it. We're gonna like Philly's still there. They could repeat. This is like really exciting. And now we're at championship weekend, and I could not give a fuck less, dude. I could not care.
If Seattle doesn't win, that will be probably the biggest surprise of the Super Bowl.
Seattle should, on paper, dog walk them.
Like, no turnovers, barely any points against them. Their team has the best right now. And if they don't win it, that'll be the biggest surprise.
The only one to actually get a blowout in the playoffs. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Because it sets up the 2026 AFC Championship game of New England versus Denver, except it's not Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. It's Drake May against Jared
Drake May. Gotta say his name right.
And then on the NFC side,
Drake May.
it's Seattle Seahawks and the Ginger King himself, Sam Darnold, taking on the LA Rams, who survived Ben Johnson realizing that he can call and mount another fucking comeback in the fucking playoffs. 2 fucking games in a row as Caleb Williams. The Lions beat him twice. We have not lost to Chicago in a long time. Caleb Williams did some very impressive shit to end that game. He was on like the 10-yard line, ran all the way back to fucking midfield, sent up hopes and dreams into the end zone. And what do you know? Cole Kmet was there to bring it in. Seconds left on the clock to tie
It does help when the defenseman went, look at that.
a ball.
Yeah. They went, you're actually throwing it?
Like, you had a DB that could have just easily went, hey. And instead, he just went, wow,
Did you look at that?
caught that.
I'm in danger. Oh, no. I
Oh, I am
think
playing football.
with the way that game was going and how much of a momentum swing that was, he should have gone for 2. He should have gone for the win right there. I legitimately think with how much of a momentum swing that was and how rocking the stadium was, I don't want to see the Bears succeed. I do not want Ben Johnson to succeed. However, in that moment, it should have gone for 2. I legitimately feel like they probably could have won it right there. But that's going to be a decision that haunts Chicago for a while. Finally, it doesn't haunt one of my teams. Thank fuck.
I was going to say, does it though? It was Ben Johnson's first season with them, and they immediately went to the playoffs. Like, that's probably pretty happy about that, especially when they have one of the best like young wide receiving cores. They have a DeAndre Swift. Nobody else got that decided to run for 1,000 yards this season. I'm an young guy behind him who's fantastic. Great tight ends. Colston Loveland finally earning his pay, and a pretty damn good defense. Like, that team, all they have to do is add a couple more pieces. We're gonna be fucking stressing about them every year.
Well, it's a very good season and a very good team, but also that's a rookie contract on a rookie quarterback. And as soon as he has to get money, their window is now kind of like, but as soon as you got to pay Caleb Williams, ooh. And
Yeah, but they get what, 2 more years out of that?
If they're lucky, because people have gotten paid off of their 3rd year. Like, there's a chance, because they might want to do like some deals to get ahead of another quarterback that's going to make even more money than the highest paid right now. But the other thing that's benefited Chicago this year, whereas I hope to God it's going to benefit the Lions, that 4th place schedule that they had allowed them to get to this point. Because next year, Chicago has gone from, I think, a bottom 5 schedule to, on paper, at the moment, at the time of this recording, Chicago is going to have the hardest schedule next year, bar none.
Damn.
So we'll find out how good of a team Ben Johnson has in Chicago next season, I'd say. Regardless, Stafford and the Rams, that bunch move on to the NFC Championship game to take on Seattle, setting up a championship weekend. New England versus Denver, Seattle versus the Rams, deciding who gets to go to the Super Bowl this year. I'll open up the picks because I've been thinking about it a lot at work already, and to get a nice hate watch for me, I think realistically I want Seattle to knock off the Rams because I don't want Stafford to go off into the sunset with another one. And realistically, give me... Okay, I don't want New England back. Give me Denver. I don't want to see a Seattle-Denver rematch, but that's the best of the 4 options that we have right now. So, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, give me anything else than that rematch. I legitimately do not care as long as we do not get a rematch. I want to get a new game. I want to have something where it's like we can actually be somewhat excited. Our teams aren't in there, but we get to watch some new football. Maybe, we can see somebody that's not the Chiefs or the Patriots, or I'll throw the Eagles up there because they're still a top team. Like, maybe we can get some change, right? So I'll take anything that's just not a rematch.
I think that would be Rams Broncos then, because I feel like Rams Patriots happened at one point. Like one of the early Patriots Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I think it'll end up being Seahawks Patriots. That's probably what it'll be. And that'll either be one of those games that is real back and forth, could go either way. The Seahawks just prove what you guys kind of said before, that the Patriots just had an easy path to this. because that Seahawks team, they just have it all together right now. So I think they have a very good chance of just winning the whole thing, taking it home.
I'm okay with that.
And then quick sidebar, because there were a lot of people hating on the Chargers. That I know you saw that too. Probably they're like, Justin Herbert just isn't it. Threw like shit that game. People go look at the rankings for his fucking offensive line that he had.
Yeah, you sent the screenshot of that during the playoff game. And what the center was. Also, you say it. It's your bit.
Yeah, the center was ranked 41st out of all centers. There's 32
teams. 32 teams in the NFL, by the way.
He's literally worst active center ever. And there's only 32 teams. That means he's worse than backups. Worse than if some guy was like, I'll play center for the day. Like, that fucking bad. The guy next to him was 1 out of 32. The guy to his right was like 28 out of 32. So it's like, what do you expect him to do? He's running for his life. He has a couple good wide receivers, but holy shit, he's literally sprinting for his life every play.
Lost both their starting tackles before the season even, essentially. Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, I don't think played.
Yeah, and they still somehow made it to the playoffs. Just hopes and dreams offensive line.
And
they were just the more dominant version of the 49ers. And then they both got to the playoffs, and people went, oh, wow, we can just walk through that offensive line.
Oh, my God. What if the Chargers were stealing signs in the NFL? What if they got Hunter Stallions on payroll? Oh, no.
He's just wearing a mustache now.
Get that.
Hey, listen, Sharon Moore don't have a job anymore. I think Harbaugh might need an
OC. Well, you can't do that from prison.
You want to do that? You want Sharon Moore still involved with anything that you want to have any interest in?
Chargers ain't my fucking team. I could give a shit less.
But the NFL.
Oh, get away from Detroit, away from Philly. Go to LA. They'll take out there. They'll take anyone.
They love OnlyFans out there.
Man, these refs aren't calling shit. Holy.
No, they're not. They're not. The refs this national championship game have not called anything.
He held the jersey bad enough that the whole pad came out. Like, might have been a little bit of holding.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, also in the NFL, we do have, give or take a few.
Some news. We got a couple coaching spots filled. Spots filled.
Well, and Kevin Stefanski is going to be making about $40 million a year for
the fucking. I think
Falcons went here
after paying Kirk Cousins like an insane amount of money to sit on the sideline. I think they have like a cartoonishly shaped size like money printer deep in the bowels of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just like just like
car money.
There you go. Because Stefanski is moving on from Cleveland over to Atlanta, confirmed as of like yesterday, I think. Don't know how much that's gonna do, because we've now seen a track record where Kevin Stefanski apparently doesn't work too well with young black quarterbacks. But sure, I'm not the Falcons GM. I'm not the one who just gave them quarterbacks. Shador Sanders, Michael Penix Jr.
I don't think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be the quarterback next year, unfortunately.
Michael Penix Jr. is about to be rolled out onto the field for the Falcons' first game of the season as that bandage guy from SpongeBob. He's like, I'm ready to go. He gets hurt. There was a great fucking talent. He just so injury prone.
Yeah, there was a movie. It was like a comedy rip-off movie that like mocked, kind of like the Scary Movie, but they did it with all the football movies. And the running back's name, and it was Acil Terry. ACL tear. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, it's Michael Penix Jr.
And with the first overall pick in the
That's good.
2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select ACL Thierry. Scary movie, Michigan. It's
No, the Raiders are picking Fernando Mendoza.
even if he
No.
did just get his brain shoved up deeper
Tom
into his
Brady
head.
is in there in person. Whoever wins this fucking national championship is probably
Carson
going to the
Beck's not
Raiders.
getting drafted for shit. That dude is
No?
not going to make it in the NFL.
Carson Beck's
No,
gonna
he's going to
try
become a
be
used car salesman.
in college. That's what he's gonna do.
Carson.
Carson Beck was in college. He started in college in 2020. His number one receiver right now, when Carson Beck started playing football as a collegiate freshman, was in fucking middle school. That's how long Carson Beck's been playing college football. His number one receiver was doing 8th grade algebra when Carson Beck started at Georgia. Fucking A, the dude's gonna try to figure out one more year to stay in college. It's weird.
Well, and then the quarterback from Oregon went, all right, I'm declaring for the draft. And then somebody went, you're going to end up on the Jets. And he went,
I'm staying.
I'm going back. I'm going back.
Actually, another year sounds great.
One more year.
Which the best part
Get my
about
masters.
this is my favorite part by far because it's such a good fuck you. Dipshit Dylan Raiola from fucking Nebraska transferred to Oregon thinking he was going to be the starter because Dante Moore was leaving. And now he's going to be sitting on the bench like a bitch.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes cosplayer.
Keep it warm, baby. Keep it warm.
Yeah.
At me.
God, as soon as I saw that, I was like,
Mike, you know what this means, though? Our favorite player is going to go to the Jets. Pavia's going to fucking New York, baby.
Yep, there is.
Exactly what's happening. Diego Pavia, you are a New York Jet. Can't wait to watch that crash out happening as soon as he loses his first game. And then
Everybody's already compared him to Johnny Manziel. Motherfucker's going to be playing Canadian football by this time 2 years from now.
Speaking
He's going to XFL.
Speaking of New York teams, on the opposite side of the street in New Jersey, the armpit of the asshole of America, the Giants do not have a Aaron Glenn as the head coach of their team at the moment. They have nobody there as they let Brian Daboll go earlier this season. But they decided to not let someone leave their team office after they had an interview with them and offered them a contract right then and there, as John Harbaugh is now your brand new head coach of the New York Giants.
Apparently, and I was reading more up on this, apparently there's still a little negotiating going on because, apparently with the Ravens, he was reporting only to ownership. That was it. He wasn't reporting to a GM or anybody. He was reporting directly to ownership. And when he interviewed with the Giants, they went, oh, yeah, we'll love it. Everything's finalized, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay. And I'm going to report. Who's the owner? I need to report to them. And they went, he's like, I report to the owner. I don't report to the GM or whoever you think. And they were like, that's not how it works. He's like, that's how I work.
I didn't know
he's
that.
John Harbaugh. He's John Harbaugh. If he wants to, he can.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very.
So apparently there's still a little bit of, Indiana scored. Apparently there's still some talks going on.
There's even some talks going on with Brian Daboll, apparently interviewing to be the Eagles offensive coordinator. One of the, there we go. Walk out.
Hey,
Oh,
if he's walking out, I'll say this. Good for you guys. Great for you guys.
Great for an offensive coordinator.
Don't give me
Yes.
Don't give me fuck.
Terrible head coach.
I even made a fucking TikTok on it today.
Captain Autism.
Started.
Huh?
Jackal. Not you, Jackal. The other autism. Which ownership is Mark Cuban a part of? Do you know? Is he part of the Raiders ownership?
Oh, he's like the Dallas Mavericks. It's basketball.
But he has a part ownership in something in the NFL. Because he's also at the game.
Let me check my sources.
That was a clean block punt. Holy.
He is recently a minority owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
And he's a fucking Indiana alum. So he went to Indiana, so that's why he's there.
But if he's Cowboys, okay, so he's going to be probably throwing money for them. Hey, you should go there. I can definitely help out if you do.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Well, I made fucking TikTok. You go first. Get all your stuff out.
I don't hate Brian Dable as an offensive coordinator. I honestly don't.
No.
I think that would be a great hiring. I think there are other people that have interviewed for this offensive coordinator job. I don't think Brian Dable is the worst of them. I do, however, think it would be fucking hilarious that Saquon Barkley goes to the Eagles and then Brian Dable follows shortly after. That would be fucking funny.
That's the best part, though. He gets there, they start winning. He goes, and Saquon looks at him and goes, "See, it's better in Philly, isn't it?"
And listen, go back to when they got rid of Saquon. Brian Dable was the one doing the interviews, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really want to let this happen, but it's like salary stuff, so like it wasn't his decision to let Saquon go. I don't think so.
I wouldn't fucking let Saquon go. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, we let him go because he's terrible. Like,
I think that's hilarious. But I also want to throw some other names at you while we're talking about Eagles offensive coordinators. The first one, I kind of want him to just get hired off a name alone. Jim Bob Cooter.
Oh,
Jim Bob's back in it. Jesus,
yeah, baby, Jim Bob Cooter. Jim Bob Cooter, and dead. That's Dandy's pick. Jim Bob Cooter. Name alone.
A Lions OC from I think. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. I think like 2016 to like 2018.
Yeah, not great.
Good,
bad,
doesn't
matter.
Not great. All right, skip over
That's
him.
Also, he was also when it was just Stafford and others, so it's not like he had much to work with.
It was Stafford, Megatron, and friends.
Okay,
so not a lot. What you will.
Not a lot to work with. Another one we have from the Bucks, Josh Grizzard. That's coming from Jordan Schultz, ESPN. So
like that better than JBC.
Yeah, not as fun as a name, but still a fun name.
No, I want Grizzard hired by a team that has an outdoor stadium, so we can say there's a Grizzard in a blizzard.
But it snows in Philly. We get snow games. We could have a Grizzard in a blizzard. We have it open. It's open.
Fire Table, then. Bring him in.
Fire Table. And then we have the last confirmed one as of right now. Okay, apparently we're also just, I guess, going after the Giants. Mike Kafka.
I don't hate that one. I don't hate that one.
Those are all the confirmed names that have had interviews so far. I don't hate that one.
If you were gonna say Johnny Morton, I would shit in my pants and go to bed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Go to bed. Just call it right now.
Just call it. I'm done for the day. Just like how FGK
poop drawers and all.
Put it out in the world. He was like, yeah, there's no way that the Lions would hire Kevin Patullo as their offensive coordinator.
Did they? Did they actually?
No.
Pretty fucking close. Hey, you've been listing off some names. Ready? I'll give you two.
He's not as bad as Kevin Patullo by any means.
You tell me which one you like more. All right, ready? I'm gonna give you two names. Would you rather have Mike McDaniel?
Yes.
Or Drew Petzing?
Apparently, we didn't have a chance with Mike McDaniel.
Real?
Go on.
I definitely go with
Which
Mike
one would you
McDaniel
like?
over that one.
Everybody would like Mike McDaniel more, but apparently we didn't have it.
Money?
Because somebody went, that Scrooge McDuck pool of money that Jackal's been talking about, we have two of those just for you. And he went, okay.
Making bank.
Yeah, and the Lions kind of did what, Detroit sports do and went, you have $15 and a Big Mac.
I hate it.
We'll build you a Chick-fil-A.
I hate it.
That's
so
an NFL
much.
Salary, baby. That's an NFL salary.
This news broke while I was on lunch today at work, freezing my fucking balls off my body. And I looked it up and I started doing some homework on Drew Petzing. and he was the former offensive coordinator from the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
I have seen nothing from their fans except them celebrating that Drew Petzing is no longer with their organization and has now come to the Detroit Lions.
Here's my only problem with that is this season they had a quarterback that got injured right away, so their quarterback has been Jacoby Brissett all season. Their starting wide receiver has been out all season, so Michael Carter, who was a nobody, became one of the lead wide receivers.
And Trey McBride.
They do have Trey McBride, who is now one of the best tight ends in the league by far. Actually, the best tight end in the league by far. And they have who at running back?
James Conner, he fucking tore his shit up before the season even started.
Yeah.
I thought he got hurt in preseason.
So they had no offense, and then people were like, "We're glad he's gone." It's like he was playing with Toy Story toys. Like what? What do you expect? Somebody went, "Andy's coming," and all of them just went. It's.
This is why I need to have like a wiretap connection to like Mike before I fucking blow a gasket at work, because I didn't know any of that. I'm in sub-zero Arctic temperatures dealing with the.
I'm gonna throw this at you too.
Oh,
Jacoby Brissett had a 400-yard fucking game this season with 4 touchdowns.
And
Jacoby Brissett
390 of it was Trey McBride.
with Trey McBride and 1 wide receiver.
Marvin Harrison with half a leg.
Marvin Harrison played 2 games this fucking season, if that.
Fucking drafting him next year. Oh, I'm not touching that.
Hell no. That's what I mean, though. Like, is the dude going to be great? Probably not. I don't know, because he hasn't had anything to fucking work with.
So, this is what I mean, where it's like, I wish I had that connection to Mike before making my very autistic snap judgments of speaking before actually thinking about what I'm about to say. I am just so tired of the mindset of this organization that everything needs to be built. We always got to get the unknown commodity. We always have to get this like unproven thing. We're going to take them to Detroit. We're going to mold them our way. We're going to develop them, and we're going to turn it into this absolute best possible thing ever. Because it's coming off of the mentality of Brad Holmes not wanting to do a single fucking thing to benefit the team. Wow, congratulations. You made a trade for fucking 38-year-old Zadarius Smith 2 years ago. And then you let him walk the following fucking season. He played a game and a half for Philly and said, "Man, I'm 47 years old. I'm probably going to fucking retire." Congrats, Brad. Man, that fucking draft. What did Brad Holmes do for the Lions? He has good drafts, and that's it. I'm so sick of it, how everything needs to be this passion project of, oh, we got to develop them the Detroit way. We need the Michigan men. We need to show them the Michigan way. We need to do this for Detroit. We need to do this. We need to do that. Can we not just once in my fucking existence as a human being go out there and make that fucking blockbuster trade? Go talk to said Miami Dolphins, which Philadelphia did, and got a pass rusher that made a fucking difference for their team. What Seattle did. Go talk to New Orleans. Hey, you got Rashid Shaheed here, sitting here collecting dust. He scored an opening kickoff touchdown for them in the fucking playoffs. I am so sick of this fucking team not doing fucking anything and being so goddamn pretentious about it every fucking year. We're fine. We're fine. We like the guys that we have here. I think we're going to be fine. Great. Awesome. So excited for another number 1 seed to get bounced in the first round of the fucking playoffs again. So excited to have another 30 fucking years where we don't win a single other fucking playoff game again. Let's pay Jared Goff another $100 million to not pay anybody to fucking block him. I'm so happy to watch fucking football.
So what? Now we got the Blair Witch over there. Great. Um,
All right.
hey, Miami scored. Cool. Neat.
You all right? Deep breaths, bud. In and out, deep breaths.
I had this.
You know, we talked about this.
I feel better now.
In for 3, out for 5.
We talked about this a bunch last year. Well, I talked about it a bunch. And of course, they were never going to do it because it would cost money. I still think, especially now more than ever, a guy that when Dan Campbell first kind of took over the team said, hey, I really want to play in Detroit. Wink, wink. And then they went, nah. And then he was like, you know what? I do love my coach for the Raiders. And the Raiders went, nah, fuck him. And then he went, well, at least I'm healthy for our last couple of games. They're like, no, you're not. You're injured. He's like, no, I'm healthy. And they're like, no, you're injured. That dude's probably fed up with that team. I think they throw as much fucking shit as they can at the Raiders to get Max Crosby. We have one of the most dominant defensive lines for the next, 2 years. How fucking hard is it? Then you draft your cornerbacks, you draft some safeties, you go on the free agency and just get as many as you fucking can too, because our depth right now is the janitor at Ford Field and the guy that goes, get your hot dogs here. We have them playing cornerback and Rocky Yassin. Cool name, but
We're not going to do that though. We're gonna instead of getting Max Crosby, we're gonna get a hidden gem on the Raiders practice squad that we're gonna give a fucking Big Mac and a pack of peanuts to and say good luck.
Actually, want to be more pissed off?
Oh no, actually.
Remember the dude they drafted that got like injured right away? What was it? Was it Muhammad?
Muhammad or something or other.
Yeah. Well, they brought him back because they said we know he's special. We think he's going to be really valuable in the future. We're going to be able to use him.
Oh, so
I think there's a lot of special people in Detroit. A lot of special people
different.
making special decisions.
Special teams, special players, special plays. Yeah.
Last time you saw him do that. It sucks. It's just
they need offensive line help. They need defensive line help. They need secondary help. The one position we really don't need help at, running back?
Skilled players on offense. Blew 18 picks to get Isaac Tesla for him to catch 5 balls, and 3 of them were touchdowns this year. Great. Yeah, that was fucking risk was worth that reward, huh?
Yeah, why the... Well, I think, again, I don't know what Dan Campbell's holdup is about him or whose it is. The guy is catching touchdowns nonstop. Put him in a little bit more. Why is Khalif Raymond outplaying him when Khalif has been a consistent, no offense to him or anything, watched him play for more years than I expected to. When he's been a consistent bust and you have Tesla reaching out doing Megatron type fucking catches, why is he not in there more?
Because they want to develop Khalif to a Detroit man and show him the Michigan man way and do it their way.
Tom Wright or whatever his name is.
Tom Kennedy. Oh, white boy Tom Kennedy.
Okay.
I thought that was the voice of
$3 and a pack of cigarettes.
It's time.
And yeah. And he goes out there, he's playing his heart out, making catches that nobody else is making. And they were like, all right, to the back of the line, bud.
The Lions have not taken a snap of football in like 2 weeks. And I still just almost passed out with how angry I just got. I hate football so much.
I think the Lions, y'all just need to start over. Just get rid of everyone. Just start over. Take some walk-ins off the street.
That's coming from a place of privilege, my friend. never had to fucking start over. Your team has been consistently near the top your whole life.
I just want to.
No, not my whole life.
Ugh.
We've been like playoffs, but not like.
I just want to make.
Motherfucker, your team has been near the.
I just want to
And they pretty much. It's you and the Cowboys, but the problem is you never had to worry about the Cowboys in the fucking playoffs. They're the goddamn Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't been to the playoffs since the 90s, where they won 3 Super Bowls. And that
Good
it's
reason.
been Eagles.
I don't need to win it. I just want to make the. I don't need to win. I don't care. I just want to make one.
The Lions have rebuilt about 40 times in my 36 years of life.
I just want.
They don't need to start over. They need to just add the right fucking pieces.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, they have an entire offseason to do that and plenty of time.
Andrew Pete-zing
We can be hopeful. You know, maybe they listen to the podcast, you know, and they watch Jackal put himself into a corner and they realize that that's how the rest of Michigan feels about the line.
I had to go to. There's already people like trying to be like, it's okay. If I'm wrong, so be it. Also, apparently in the one TikTok comment section, like, I guess you have a very you're not even from Michigan, you're from northern Canada, apparently, with your take about Jared
So you had a
Goff.
very northern Canadian take, yeah.
Oh, that's a weird way to put things.
On the
Remember what my take was?
The podcast take about how Jared Goff folds behind a shitty offensive line. Apparently,
which is
not even.
Which is fair. He does.
Yeah.
So do a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a field general quarterback. What that means is he stands in the pocket to throw. He does not scramble. He can't scramble. We have had that type of quarterback forever. That's been Detroit's MO at quarterback. Patriots had that in Tom Brady. The Colts and the Broncos had that in Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning ran it like 4 times, and he looked like he was going to die each time. Tom Brady runs like a 5-second 40 because he's a fucking quarterback. You know, it is what it is. Not every quarterback is going to be a hybrid quarterback. All I was saying was that, hey, he plays bad in pressure. A lot of quarterbacks do. That's okay. What I was also saying is that he's a great fucking quarterback. The problem is we have shitty play. Well, we had shitty play calling. Hopefully it's better this year. But at the same time, like, if you have a running back that is running for 100 yards, maybe don't take him out and go, well, we need to start passing the football and get Jared Goff 47 passes against a team that's coverage is so tight he's only completing 19 out of the 40. Well, that's not his fault.
No. Sounds like you need to get on your TikTok account. You need to go into that 3 Counted Out podcast comment section and start kind of.
And hey, listen, you know, while you're on your phone, you know, on our TikTok at 3 Counted Out Pod on TikTok, you can also go to Twitch, YouTube, TV, or not Twitch. You can go to YouTube or Spotify or wherever the hell you get your podcasts, whatever platforms we're on. I don't know. I'm mixing everything together now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all the buttons, do all the things. Let us know in the comments below how you think that the Lions can dig themselves out of this eternal hell that they find themselves in. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. If you want to find more of me, you can find me over at twitch.tv/EraV1 or youtube.com at EraV1Music.
If you enjoyed the thing that I said, twitch.tv/Jackal Joker, YouTube. I'm just going to go back and fucking time out again.
If you like what I said, just fun listening to us.
Time out. Okay.
Things were.
Is that a hole?
Sleeping.
Is that a hole?
If you do, maybe.
He's got a crotch hole.
Oh no, ain't PG, dog.
Do I have to censor that?
You put a little jackal emoji right there.
All right. I'm gonna pin him, bro. Let's finish this. No, I don't want to. I'm gonna pin him with a.
Just avoid the crotch hole.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up high on him. I got the pin. Go count it. I got the pin. I'm hooking a leg.
1, 2, 3. Ring the bell.
Yeah, get this man a towel.